the WWE and the one night stand pay-per-views. Two-part question. Can you talk about your thoughts on that and that experience, and then whether or not and I'm always interested in the answer to this question. Are you of the belief that WWE resurrected ECW following the success of the first one night stand in order to, for lack of a better term, kill the enduring fan love and support of the original?
Absolutely. I believe it. They didn't want, or I shouldn't say they, I would say Vince McMahon did not want something that he didn't create to be more popular than anything he created. And the myth, the whatever you want to call it, of ECW was outshined what was going on with the Attitude Era. If it wasn't for, everyone would probably tell him, if it wasn't for ECW, there wouldn't be an Attitude Era. Well, I created the Attitude Era, so you can't be in ECW. So I think he did the first one, or they created the first one, just to test the water, and the reaction that they got, I think they were surprised by. I don't think they expected the rapid fandom, because they weren't getting that in for every match. There was people went crazy for whoever came out, and they weren't getting that on their events. The second one was a completely different animal. They knew they were going to set up the program. We went into, or at least I did, went into the pay-per-view being told, we're gonna restart ECW. We want you to be part of it. Great. Did the pay-per-view, went to the TV taping 2 nights later in Trenton, New Jersey, stood around, did refereed it was a battle royal. That was the only match that I was involved in. And I think they only had maybe 2 matches that night. And I think John probably did the other. Never offered a deal. So then it started change. Their attitude, or their reasoning started changing. Well, we want you for all the shows that you can get to. And remember, they were going to put us out on tour on our own. They had shows scheduled in Wisconsin and all over the place. We want you to get to the shows that you can get to. Well, I can't get to Wisconsin. Now I've got a 9-to-5 job. I own a courier service, so I'm not walking away from. I'm not shutting it down to restart this dream again. So like the next week was in Albany, New York. It's a bit of a drive, but I did it, and still no deal offered. Then it became, we'll let you, or no. Then the next week was in West Virginia, and I was like, I'm not going to West Virginia. That's too much of a drive for me. I'd miss 2 days of work, but the whole bit. Then that's when it became, well, we'll let you know when we need you. Okay. Well, the next event was at the arena, and TV at the big building. It's the Wells Fargo now. Never heard from them. And I've never been one to go to a show trying to look for work or beg for work or what about me, or I'm over here, look at me. And I never called them to say, hey, do you need me? And I said, well, that's it. And never looked back, and don't regret not doing it, because it wasn't the same.